Do you have a need to cut odd angles on your workpiece? The miter saw just can't cut it. The table saw is just not safe enough. Well, I'm going to show you a way to use your table saw and an L fence, or it could be a T fence, to make odd angles very accurately and very safely. The angles that I'm talking about are something like this. This is just a sample board, and I just drew a random angle and another random angle just to have something to demonstrate. But this could definitely be anything that you're going to cut within your woodworking project. Now let me show you the setup of my L fence or T fence, and then we'll make the cut. Now here, if you look at the end, my fence is in the shape of a T, but it can definitely be in the shape of an L, as long as this vertical surface and this horizontal surface are 90 degrees. That's what is important. The width is not necessarily important, but you do want some width, and mine is 6.5 inches, and my vertical member is 3.5 inches. And the length, I just have it the length of my standard table saw fence. Now I'm going to bring you in and give you a close-up view on what's important as far as having the L fence set properly, and that's going to depend on the thickness of your workpiece or whatever you're working with. But the techniques that I'm going to show you will apply to all types of material. Okay, I have you zoomed in. So what's important is that your blade height is higher than what your workpiece is thick, because obviously you have to cut through the workpiece. At the same time, the blade height needs to be shorter than the bottom of your L fence. And additionally, the outside of the blade and the outside of the fence, they need to be in the same vertical plane. Okay, this is my workpiece again. Now what I have done is I have purposely drawn two lines at a certain place on the workpiece to show you what will work and what will not work. Alright, I'm going to take my temporary fence with double stick tape, and I'm going to press it down right at the line. Take your time with this to get it accurate. Apply a little pressure, and as you can see, it's right on the line that I drew. So in order to make this cut, I'm going to bear pressure of this temporary fence along the edge of my T-fence, like this, to make the cut. And this fence will guide all the way down past the blade to cut at that angle. Let me show you how. And as you can see, because the temporary fence was bearing against the L fence, I have a flush cut all the way down. Now in the beginning of the video, I gave you the dimensions of my L fence, and I said that the horizontal dimension can be about any dimension. Now let me show you what won't work. So I have my temporary fence attached to my workpiece. Same method. Now my workpiece is deeper than what my fence is wide. I can't make that cut. I would have to go to the bandsaw, cut it off my hand, or cut it with a jigsaw, make a cut, and then come back, and I would be able to make that cut. Additionally, what's good about an L fence is it has plenty of room underneath the horizontal member for your offcut. So my offcut was left underneath, and I didn't have to worry about it being caught by the blade and projecting toward me like kickback.